This is the famous Icona series from Ferrari. They are so exclusive that you actually had to be invited by Ferrari in order to be able to buy one. And today I'm going to do something that even Ferrari collectors very rarely get to do. I'm going to drive these cars on the road. I'm super excited, but also a little bit nervous. I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching CarWow. The Icona series launched in 2018 with the Monza SP1 and SP2 before the Daytona SP3 arrived in 2021. All three cars feature the company's iconic naturally aspirated V12 engine, and they've been designed to celebrate different periods of motor racing history. And this explains why they look completely different from other modern Ferraris. The SP1 and SP2 are inspired by Ferrari's 1950s Barchetta racing cars, so vehicles such as the 750 Monza and the 250 Testarossa. Now the SP1, as you can see, has a single seat. The SP2 has two seats. The chassis is actually based on the 812 Superfast, as is the front-mounted V12 engine. In total, Ferrari has built a combined 499 SP1 and SP2s. It hasn't divulged the exact number of SP1s and SP2s, just that total number. In terms of the design, both of them have the same overall look. So here at the front, you've got this classic 1950s Ferrari oval grille, but obviously with a modern interpretation. We've got exposed carbon fibre low down here on this extended front splitter. Then this beautifully painted red bodywork as well. Obviously underneath that is carbon fibre. You've got some high-tech designs actually in terms of the light. So you've got modern lighting, and that little strip there, that is your indicator. One thing I do want to point out on this particular car is the owner has clearly used it in the manner intended. Look at the wear on those tyres. From the side you can see one of the key features of the SP1, which is what this car is, and the SP2 over there, and it's the clamshell bonnet. It's just absolutely huge. Now one of the features I really love is this beautiful hand painted optional Ferrari crest on the wings. Look at that, it's just it's so intricate. It seems like a fairly small detail, but these take around 8 hours to apply. The option costs £7,280 on the Ferrari Pura Sangue I reviewed last year, but it was probably even more on these ultra exclusive Icona models. I like the alloy wheel design as well in this bronze colour. So these 5-spoke forged alloy wheels, 20 inches at the front, 21 at the rear. Moving down the side, you've got this grille like on a 250 GTO. Now the SP1 does have two doors, one on each side, just like the SP2, but there's no seat in there. And you can get this cover, which is removable, just makes it look like a Le Mans racer. On many cars, these little spats over wheel arches are in plastic. Now here, obviously, they're in carbon fibre. What do? There's a little bit of an aero benefit. They stop rocks being flicked up as well and damaging the bodywork. They're also there for regulation because there's some rule that says that the car's tyre tread needs to be actually within the bodywork, and this is a way to actually extend what is seen as the car's bodywork. Very clever. I love the way you have this sort of seam for the car there. It's really, really intricate. And then as you move to the back, just the detailing and the shape and the sculpture of the car, just gorgeous. You've got these beautiful chrome tailpipes, this really impressive, huge diffuser, and this single, what would you call that? Hump. The hump. Oh, do you know what? I had a model car that was like one of these kind of 1950s races. It just looks absolutely wonderful. Hopefully, I might get the opportunity to drive this. I don't know though, it's not been decided that I'm going to get to drive it. I might do by the end of the day, but yeah, look at it. Which do you like the look of most? The single seater SP1 or the SP2? I'm erring on the side of the SP1. What do you think, Rory?
I'm SP2, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Lewis?
SP2.
Why? Too weird?
A little bit.
I like weird. Anyway, let me know what you think is the best looking of these two cars in the comments below. One feature they both have is this virtual windscreen. So the idea is that the air goes in there, then it gets kicked up there, so it goes over your head, so you don't actually need a windscreen. I'm not sure how that would work if you, I don't know, encounter a low-flying pigeon, but it should keep the air and bees and wasps out of your face. On the SP1 and SP2, you do not have external door handles because that would just spoil the look. And as they don't have any roof, to open them, you just do that. You've got these little dihedral doors. To climb in, you have to get over the sill. Oh, that's the noise of an old man getting into a very expensive sports car. Oops. And let yourself down. So the steering wheel and the instrument display is from an 812 Superfast. We've got sport seats with racing harnesses. The defining feature of this car is this central spine here, which separates you from your passenger. There are some mod cons in this car though. So you've got like air conditioning. Not sure you need it, but you've got it. And there's even a glove box in there somewhere. You can't really get the one on the SP1 because it's under the cover, but it's there all the same. Let me just shut this down. Such a light door. Oh yes, I've got short legs. This feels truly special. And then you've got this rear view mirror that is attached to the spine. There's also a little velvet lined key slot there where you put your key in. There's also this strap here for your passenger. Funny, isn't it? What a very special thing this is to sit in. Oh, I can't wait to drive it. You know what, Lewis? Look, you can come as a passenger with me in this car. You've even got your own little aero screen there. What do you think? You come in? You don't sound too excited. It's going to mess up your hair, isn't it? I've got to show you the engine on this car and how you access it. So you have to put your hand in this vent here, feel around for a hole, get your finger in the hole, and then you just pull down on a lever and it'll release a catch. Then you need help from somebody else who's crouching down weirdly over there. Because this is a two-person job, then you lift the... Oh, wait. No, I'm doing it quite right. Oh, gosh. Where is it? Where's the hole? Can't find the hole. Where is the hole? There's the hole. Right, here we go.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Right. Oh, look at that. There's something cool just the way you have this deck here that leads into the engine. So nice. So the engine, right? It's a 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, 810 horsepower, 720 newton meters of torque, driving the rear wheels only for a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. That is the same system as the 812 Superfast. It's basically what it is underneath the skin, though they have reprogrammed the gear shifts apparently. Look at it. You might think this SP1 is not a very practical car, but it does have a boot on it. So if I press this button here, it releases the rear deck. And when I lift this up, it's again, huge cover. You have an okay sized boot for a car of this kind. You'll notice in here, you've got the plaque which details all the car's spec. And what do we have here? Monza SP1. Is that for one of those things that like people put around their toilets in like the 1980s? Actually, I think I know what it's for. If you come with me, I will show you. Right, so this should fit in here, so it's for the driver's footwell, and that cutout is because there's this thing in the floor. I'm wondering what that is exactly for. Is that like a drainage plug if it gets filled with water? I don't know. Any ideas? But that's not the only interesting feature that's unique to these open-top Ferraris. Before I drive the SP2, I just need to show you something about it. So, look, in here I have these rather lovely leather-clad helmets. So put these on and you keep all the wind and insects out of your face. But I'm not going to wear that. I want the wind in my hair. So I'm just going to don my sunglasses and hope that a bird doesn't fly into my face. Bizarrely, while I'd rather own an SP3, I'm a bit more excited about driving this one. Never driven anything like this before, just no windscreen. Let's do a start. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to turn the heating up. There we go, blast the heating. Right, here we go. Because you've got this like dash hood thing that comes close to you, you can't quite gauge where the front right of the car is, so I'm going to make sure my parking sensors are on. They're beeping a bit because we've got cameras attached to the cars, but we should be all right. This car's only done 1,000 kilometers. This is special, this is already. Let's go bumpy road mode. Why is it, wait. So it's not happy about something. Fasten passenger seatbelt. Why? We don't need to. There's no one in it. Now this is not easy. I'm going to come out of this. Going to have to reach through here. There's no one sat there. Trying to do it one-handed because it can't quite get both. Thank God for that. Right, here we go again. Yeah, don't crash into me. No idea what they're saying. I don't speak Danish. I didn't realise it was quite so cold outside. I've got a chill in my cheeks. Oh my God, and you hear everything, the surroundings. Already I'm getting so much wind in my face. Oh, I think I need to get the helmet on. Even at like 60 kilometers an hour, it's hard to get your breath with the wind buffeting in your face. I'll be amazed if you can hear me. I've got contact lenses in and I can feel the wind just blurring them up, which is not what I need in a car this expensive. But that's mad, I can literally hear the tyres of the car in front on the tarmac. You're so exposed. Oof. And then now again, it's just hard to catch my breath. I had a friend who did a skydive. They said at first when they jumped out of the plane, they thought they were going to suffocate because they just couldn't get their breath because the wind just blowing in their face, and I never knew what they meant. And I guess it's like this. Whew. I've ridden motorbikes, but I've always had like a helmet on with a visor down. This is something else, this. It's gonna mess up my hair. But already, this is a special experience. Although it's making my nose run, my mouth lather. I'm gonna look like a right wreck. Oh, the car stepped then. Got cold tyres and I gave it some. Now this is where it's gonna get cold for me. Oh no. I can't breathe. I'm not doing 110, oh my god! I literally can't breathe. I'm going to slipstream this truck. Oh yes! I mean, this is just a mad experience. Whoa, that's 60 miles an hour, it's really intense. You need the helmet. There will be no way that you can hear me. I can't hear me. Whoa! I'm getting battered about. That's 120 kilometers an hour. 130. Oh. That screen doesn't work. Thank God we're getting off the motorway. This was just stupid driving that helmet. Oh my God, look at my hair. Look at my hair. My face feels like it's been exfoliated. Oh my God. You don't even have to be going very quick and it gets uncomfortable. Oh, I feel a bit dizzy from the battering from the wind. Woo, this speed's okay. It has that darting light steering that you expect from an 812, but I'm not really compelled to thrash the ass off this car just because it's going to be too overwhelming. The acceleration, the wind, too much going on. But let's have a few. Oh wow. That's called the SP2 hairdo. Go to your barbers and go, oh, I'd like the SP2 please. The heater's doing a good job. It should have heated seats though, and they're not. That's an oversight. She didn't even bat an eyelid. How are you not looking back at this car? I don't understand. Who are these people? Make sure I don't take out a cyclist. You've always got to watch out for a cyclist. Over the shoulder visibility is absolutely tremendous. Yes, there's a bit of a hump, but apart from that, that's the speed limit. The speed limits are low here, very low. Oh, I just got flicked in the face with a stone, and I haven't got any PPF. Now cruising along like this. This is wonderful. It's funny, I'm in an 800 horsepower Ferrari and I just want to cruise slowly. Oh, ow. A load of like dust or debris just came off of that truck and just whacked me in their forehead. I think my driving this is almost over. It has been an experience. I'm actually not going to drive the SP1 because it's the same car, just without the passenger seat. Huge thank you to the Selected Car Collection in Denmark for letting me play with their toys. I can't believe I get to do this for a job.
But my work, if you can call it that, isn't over yet, because soon I'll get to drive the SP2 successor.
The third and my favourite car in the Icona series is this. It's the Daytona SP3. So Ferrari built this to celebrate the fact that it came position 1, 2 and 3 in the 1967 24 Hours of Daytona. And the design, unlike the Monza SP1 and Monza SP2, which were inspired by Ferraris from the 50s, this Ferraris from the 60s. In particular, the 330 P3. So it's got a very swoopy design. It's my personal favourite in terms of the visuals. And the thing about this, which is different than the SP1 and SP2, the fact that this is based on the LaFerrari Aperta, so not the 812, and that affects the position of the engine because this has a mid-mounted naturally aspirated V12. In terms of pricing, when these were delivered in 2023, they started from £1.7 million, a little bit more expensive than the SP1 and SP2, which started at £1.1 million. Values today, we'll come to that a little bit later on. Be interesting to find out where they're at because this is not as rare as the SP1 and SP2. 499 of those, 599 of these, but will that affect the price? I think the design of this car is so cool, the way it blends the modern with the classic. So obviously you've got like classic style Ferrari front grille from the 1960s. But then we've got all this carbon fibre here and these really sleek headlights. Then you've got your daytime running lights underneath with your indicators incorporated, and these slats here as well. Very, very nice. Then we've got a whole lot aero thing going on. So the air goes in the front there, and then it comes up out of this bonnet vent and goes over the wing. Stunning though, isn't it, from the front? From the side, you can see how this car's bubble cabin with wraparound windscreen is very similar to those on the P3 from the 1960s. And you've got a single windscreen wiper as well. Now I want to show you the aero. So we talked about the air coming out over there. Well, it then goes into this vent in the door. And if I open the door, you'll see that it actually goes through a tunnel into the door, then into here and into the engine bay to feed air into the engine and the radiators. You also have vents here that go from the wheel well and on the lower portion of the door to release high pressure air from under the wheel well, so you don't get too much lift. Then if you look here, you'll see that we've got a fabric roof. This is the roof to take with you if you're going for a drive. The car actually comes with a carbon fibre roof as well. Moving down the back, you've got the engine area here, because obviously that's where your V12 is. And we have some more vents that let out hot air from the engine bay. Alloy wheel sizes, you've got 21s at the back and 20s at the front. And like with the SP1 and SP2, you've got 5 spokes. So this design is specific to the SP3. And all the cars, obviously being Ferraris, they have carbon ceramic brakes as standard. Coming around the back, I mean, this for me is the real design centerpiece of the car. Huge rear with these slats. I mean, the width of this car is quite impressive. It's over 2 meters wide, and you've got these twin exhaust pipes and a really intricate rear diffuser. I think this is an amazing looking car.
However, despite the astonishing looks, the SP3 isn't perfect.
After just 10 minutes with this car, I've noticed it's a little bit tricky to live with. So I've already whacked my ankle on this protruding bit of carbon fibre trim, got my elbow on this bit up here, and Lewis has hit his head on the wing mirror.
But the most awkward thing about limited run convertibles such as this is often the roof. For example, the Bugatti Mistral I drove a few weeks ago had one of the strangest removable roofs I've ever used. I wanted to see how it works on this Ferrari, but I'm a bit worried about getting it wrong and damaging such a valuable car.
So I'm going to be helped by Jacob. Now he looks after the cars here at the collection. So what do we do?
Start opening the doors.
Okay, right, the handle's down here. I've done it once already. Yeah, there we go. This is nerve-wracking, opening the door because you get so close to the door mirror. It's all right. It's all right. Yes, it's fine. Okay.
Yes, and there's 5 small steps to do in here. There's
Okay.
the lock and unlock switches here.
Yes, got
both in the front and in the back. Yeah. And
What?
yes, and there's in the middle, and now the roof is actually free to take it off. And
Okay.
then I can roll it against you,
Yes.
and then you can lift it off.
Why are you sending the expensive bits my way?
Because you have to experience it, to feel the energy from the roof.
The fear. Right, great, thank
Now
you.
it's ready to take off.
Do you know what? This is very similar to removing the roof on my Honda S660.
Must be the same producer.
Yeah, do you want to swap cars? Right, this is, right, I need to concentrate.
Mind your head.
Move away from the car very carefully. Let's just put it down here and move out of the way. Once you've got the roof off, getting into the SP3 is pretty easy. So you can just sit on the sill, slide your bum across, and because you've got this cutaway there, you just slide your feet through, nice and easy. Now the seats don't move, but to get your ideal driving position, you move the steering wheel, which is manual, and you move the pedals by pulling up on this tab, and the pedals come towards you. That's perfect for me and my short legs. Now the steering wheel is familiar to other Ferraris, so you've got touch sensitive buttons on there and your indicators on it as well. For the climate control, it's in this touch sensitive screen here, and you've got a main digital driver's display but no other infotainment screen within the car. It's got bespoke dash design, really cool. We've got Alcantara here on the inside, lots of metally bits, and these are for your drive select, which is shaped like a normal H pattern for a manual gearbox. Before you ask, there is no storage or cup holders in this car, so don't take any drinks in it. And in case you're wondering about how you see out the back, well, you have a rear view mirror, but it actually has a camera feed from a camera on the back of the car, so you can see what's behind you. The seat fabric, you can choose different colours, but a lot of people went for this blue, and it certainly does stand out. And the seats are very, very comfortable, yet supportive. And look, we've got 4-piece racing harnesses. Right, I'm ready to go. Oh, first I need to tell you about the engine. To get in the engine bay, you pull on a lever just down here, it releases it. It's an easier job than on the SP1 and SP2. Just lift it up from the middle, and there we have it. Once again, a 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, but rather than being from the normal 812, it's from the 812
V12 Competizione. So we have 700 newton meters, a bit less than the SP1 and SP2. But the trade-off is more horsepower, 840 horsepower. Now, it's had to be reconfigured slightly because obviously it normally resides in a front engine car, so they've had to change the exhaust and inlet manifold because it's mounted in the middle of the car. We've got 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox and rear wheel drive.
I already got a taste of what this car can do when I drag raced a different SP3 against a Pagani Huayra, but that was in a controlled environment with no traffic, and I'm a bit worried about damaging this incredible machine when I drive it on public roads.
Here we go then, heading out. Got to say huge thanks to the selected car collection. Getting to do this is a real privilege. I'm not going to mess around, I'm going to get straight into race mode, but we'll be keeping the stability control on. Got to remember, Ferrari, indicators on the wheel, and I'm indicating the wrong way already. Now I've got to be careful with the speed limits. They are super strict here in Denmark. If I go twice the speed limit, which is entirely possible in a car like this, they will impound the car, then I have to pay the full value of the car to get it back.
And that could be a huge problem, because all these Ferraris are insanely valuable. SP1s and SP2s are selling for over £2.5 million, and SP3s like this are selling for more than £4 million. But there are plenty of cheaper used Ferraris out there, including on carwow. I found this 2012 Ferrari 458 for sale with 19,000 miles on the clock for £125,000. However, when you're buying a used car, and especially when you're buying a used supercar, you should check its history, and I recommend using Car Vertical. So here's a report on that Ferrari, and as you can see, it's coming back all clear for mileage, damage and finance. But here's a Car Vertical report on a 458 Speciale on Car Vertical with several reports for front and rear damage. This car could be repaired and put up for sale, and you wouldn't have known about its dodgy past without a car history check. So if you're looking to buy a used car, make sure you use Car Vertical and the code carwow for 20% off. There's a link in the description of this video, and you can click on the banner in the top right hand corner of the screen or scan the QR code to head over to Car Vertical with the code already applied.
When you're driving these rare cars, you are acutely aware of their value, and you have to sort of let go of that and just try and experience it. It's quite interesting getting used to the wing mirrors, which are actually on the wings. You sort of look through there rather than like that. Oh, yes! Oh, that beautiful naturally aspirated V12. Not going to lie, this feels super easy to drive. The suspension on these Ferraris is really nice and compliant. To be fair though, these Danish roads are rather better than the roads we have in the UK.
However, there are some problems these well-kept roads aren't immune to.
Oh great, this is just what we want. Looks like they've shut the motorway. Magic. They don't take your car off you in Denmark, do they, if you rev your engine while you're stationary?
They don't, no.
Let's do some of that then. Hello.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, it's good. The highway is closed.
Oh, good.
Because I think it's, the cable on the road is falling down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
About 30 minutes ago, I heard it in the radio.
Right. And they've just shut the road?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
I've got the right car to be sat outside in the sun, though.
Yeah. Not raining.
Yeah. Not raining yet.
Yeah.
Have we brought the roof with us?
No, we don't have.
Clearly, I hadn't learned my lesson from the last time I travelled in a convertible supercar, because when I got to ride in a unique $10 million Pagani Zonda, a sudden thunderstorm nearly caused serious water damage to its bespoke interior. We only managed to keep it safe by outrunning the rain on the German Autobahn. If a similar thing happened here, I'd be stuck in traffic with no way to protect this Ferrari's cabin. However, I was about to get some good news.
No road again.
They've opened the road again, we're all right. Not going to lie, if I had been in a normal car, I'd just pulled out into that lane and whizzed off, but I don't fancy being rear-ended by someone in a Suzuki Vitara. It's not even a Vitara, it's an Ignis. This rear view camera doesn't work very well at all. You get a lot of reflection in it, so I can barely see what is behind me. And things in this mirror look closer than they actually are. That was nice. just unnecessarily kicking down the gears to hear some noise. I mean, this revs past 9,000 RPM. Whoa! Oh yes! Oh! Oh! Wow! Oh! Every gear shift is just mwah. Oh, listen to that! It's second. Oh! That is so crisp. How does this car make driving in a straight line at the speed limit so enjoyable? I'm just playing the engine like a musical instrument. And those gear shifts. Oh, yes, you will look in your Tesla. This is like the total opposite to that Tesla Model Y. I don't know what it is about Ferraris. It's maybe the way that the chassis feels stiff and the suspension feels compliant. And the steering is really responsive, but they have a certain lightness to the way that they feel. And they're really light on their toes. And the engines are the same. There's just something about them. And this car, very much so in particular, just has a special feel to it. It feels like an athlete, feels unique.
And there's one crucial reason why. Yes, the SP3 uses the same basic chassis as the LaFerrari Aperta, but crucially, it doesn't have that car's complicated hybrid system. Sure, you can still buy a non-hybrid V12 in the Pura Sangue and a 12-cylindry, but every mid-engine Ferrari currently on sale has some form of hybrid V8 or V6, and that includes the new F80 Hypercar. So it seems unlikely there'll be another Icona car quite like the glorious SP3. In fact, it could be the final mid-engined, naturally aspirated V12 car Ferrari ever makes. And that's not all, because even Ferrari is committing to some kind of electric future, because it just revealed a 1000 horsepower quad motor platform that will underpin its new Electrica EV.
Electric cars can provide performance, they really can. I've driven this Xiaomi Use.
There is no current destination.
Yeah, it doesn't like me talking about Xiaomis. And the performance from that is better than any Ferrari I've driven. But the experience you get from a car such as this, the way it makes you feel, the interaction, the noise, it's not all about performance. Performance is important, but you just need a certain amount. I guess it's a little bit like wealth. You only need a certain amount of wealth, and then your standard of living doesn't really get that much better. And I think that's the thing with internal combustion engine cars. They give you sufficient performance, but they give you so much more. And I find that the more and more I drive like these rare and unique cars, the way they give you this level of emotion that you don't get from normal cars, and certainly not from electric cars. You can just see that the value of these collectible items going up and up and up and up. This has been a blast. Brief, but very enjoyable. I couldn't have picked a better day for it either. You know, I said I wasn't going to bother driving the SP1 because it's the same as the SP2. I sort of lied, because I figured even though it's the same car, pretty much, I'm not going to come and have the opportunity to drive all three Icona vehicles and not drive all three. So I'm now driving all three. Be stupid not to. And I've got to say, the more time I can spend experiencing this, the better. Now, I didn't actually expect to drive this one because no one from the selected car collection have actually driven it yet. It's just been delivered. It's only done 672 kilometers. I'm the first person who's got to drive it. I can't believe it. What a privilege. Wow. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoyed the video as much as I have done filming it. If you have done, give it a like, and if you'd like to let me know some other exclusive rare cars you'd like to see me drive in future videos, just list them in the comments below. We'll see if we can make it happen, because who knows? This time last year I didn't think I'd be driving this, but here I am. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
First sight, I never believed. When I saw you for the first time, I changed my mind. Your eyes and your smile are a fantasy. I need